everyone, Pineapple here with our next One Piece LEGO set, number 75637, Buggy the Clown's Circus Tent. Now honestly, this may be my least favourite set from the line, but not for any reason wrong with it inherently. But I got the Baratier set first after the Going Merry, so coming from a minifigure perspective, every minifigure is essentially available in other sets bar Buggy. So even with a pretty good build, I was left feeling a little miffed. Especially for the price point. Speaking of those minifigures, why don't we check them out? First, we have Luffy, essentially the same as on the Going Merry, but instead of a hair hat combo, he's keeping his hat on his back using the same hat piece from the Windmill Village set, and also the same hair from that very set. So if this were your only set, it would be good variants, but when you have the whole line, it does feel a little less unique. But I like giving the option between sets to have the hair hat combo or the separated piece. Next we have Nami, and I like her accessory of the map container, but this is the same Nami from the Going Merry, also in Baratier. So that's a little annoying, but everything positive I've said about her in the Going Merry review still stands. Next we have Zoro, and once again we have the same in the Baratier, but when compared to the Going Merry, we have a new blue torso piece to give some variance, which I like. He also still comes with the neat sword and mouthpiece, and the option between bandana and green hair. Pretty worth the effort for a new piece and 3 new swords. The customizability, much like Luffy with the hair or the hat, is really appreciated. Lastly, we have the one unique in many ways minifigure, Buggy. Now Buggy is great. We have a lot to work with here, his weapons really fit. Wow, I don't think I've gotten those dagger pieces since the Burrow. His leg and torso printing is cool, we even have some reflective textures. His head with a happy and sad facial expression really fits, much like 2 types of clowns, but also fitting the character and transformation of the character, although with the cartoonish tears more like the anime version. Finally, we have his hat and hair, which looks pretty cool. His hat looking unique and his hair a more flexible plastic, much like that Wednesday figure we looked at a while ago. So that's all good, but much like Zoro, we have some customizability here, as laying within the build are multiple pieces in crates, so you can sort of recreate the tiny Buggy from the end of Orange Town, which looks really cute with an alternate hat, and I just hate that a sticker was needed instead of printing. Just do some printing, it's not that difficult. It's part of a character, and you wouldn't put a sticker on a minifigure. Now onto the set itself, let's start with the 2 side builds. First, we have a spinning target that Zoro was tied to, and it works pretty well. The wheel spins well, and I think Zoro fits on it perfectly. Next to it, we have Buggy's water tank that he tortures Luffy in. Now the design looks pretty good, pretty design accurate, and the play feature works well, the door popping off smoothly as you can see here in slow motion. My only problem is that unless you remove his straw hat, I don't think Luffy fits in it very well. He just looks kind of odd, but I guess it can kind of look like he's floating there, so I suppose it depends on what you prefer. Next up, we have the main build, the Circus Tent, and we have a lot of detail to look at. I like the design of the Buggy head, even if with way too many stickers, and the throne underneath fits pretty well. On the inside, we have the crates with Buggy's parts sitting there, which can be a little janky to fit in, but do look really nice. And looking on the outside, the patterns look great, and I like the differing wanted poster placements. Another nice part of the build, even if it was a little tedious to do, the cage to Signamian looks good, and I like the build and accessibility, even if, like I said, it was tedious to make. And below it, the chair builds are really nice, able to be moved around and connected on whatever side you wish. Now that's nice customization, but I do have 2 major gripes with this build. First of all, when picking it up, maneuvering it, and looking around, it does feel a little unstable, not as much as one of the other sets in the line, but the roof tiles still feel really flexible, like you're gonna put them out of place. The walls, though connected, do feel like they really want to pull outward. And finally, what the hell is this bar for? There's an unused connector on the end, so am I just supposed to buy a bunch more sets and connect them together to make an octagon? Or is this supposed to be modular with something? I just don't get it. It should be there for a reason, but it just ends up ticking me off. So overall, this is a fairly good set. It's certainly not my favourite of the lot, and I think if you aren't into the going merry, this is a good choice to get a large portion of the main cast, and an audience favourite in Buggy. Some parts of the build are confusing or a little unstable, but I also think the little side builds are fun, so this is not the best, but not terrible, but having every other set in the line does make it feel like a little bit of a waste for the price point. Thank you very much for watching my review of Buggy the Clown Circus Tent. Please like the video if you liked it, comment down below if you wish, consider subscribing to the channel, and if you do, ring the notification bell so that you're told every single time that I make an upload. Once again, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next review. Bye!
Toast. A little piece of toast. Because there's so much to choose from. There's brown bread, white bread, all sorts of wholemeal bread. It comes in funny packages with writing on the side.